What is going on, everyone? My name is Alpha, and today we're back with another Pokemon Challenge video. Today we're on Pokemon White. We're back on Generation 5, and we're doing something special. We're doing an Ash Team Challenge. So, in the anime, Ash Ketchum is the main character of the Pokemon anime, and he has a creative team for each region he goes to. Especially this team, UNOVA. UNOVA is kind of where I fell off of watching it as a kid, and I kind of never went back to watching it. Not really into XY. So yeah, this is kind of where the point where I kind of dropped off and stopped watching it. From doing research, I found out that he has 10,000 Pokemon on his team, and I can't really justify using 10,000 Pokemon on my team. We're gonna try our best to use Ash Ketchum's team and Pokemon from the anime into our game and adventure of UNOVA. Problem is, again, he has 10,000 Pokemon. So we're gonna obviously mitigate that. We're gonna choose, the Pokemon we're gonna obviously train up. Mainly, there's gonna be 6 Pokemon we mainly use, but other than that, it's not too different. I took the liberty of copying all the moves he has on his Pokemon onto these Pokemon, so now like I'm stuck with his moveset, and his moveset is kind of complete trash. As you guys can see from all the graphics right here, his team is kind of ass. Like, in theory, his team is really bad. Like, all these moves, I'm just like so used to having my Pokemon set up, and the problem is none of this Pokemon really has setup. The only move I have that has setup is Flame Charge, so it's just upsetting. I'm going to refrain from using Pikachu because I use Pikachu a lot in these challenge videos with Ash Ketchum, and also I'm going to refrain from using his like fully evolved Pokemon. So his Crocodile and his Levani and his Unpheasant will not be used at all because they're obviously fully evolved, and we're going to try to have the hardest challenge we can. So obviously that's what we're gonna do. So anyways, before we get into the challenge, I want to say if you guys can leave a like, comment down below some challenge ideas, and also subscribe if you guys are not already. We're very close to 9K. Thank you so much for all the support, and thank you for all the donations in the super chat. And I sound like a Twitch girl. Thank you for the donation, guys. But anyways, I truly mean it. Thank you everyone for all the donations and all the support on all my videos. So anyways, let's get back onto the video. So the challenge to start, I wanted my rival to have superior because in the anime, his rival, Ash's rival, does have a superior. So I chose off choosing an Oshawott and my rival having Snivy. It's not too bad because I have 6 Pokemon on my team to begin. Early game is a bit more easier because I have a lot more Pokemon the rest of the game, but it'll slowly catch up. Eventually it'll catch up to me. And when we head into Triton City's gym, there's going to be obviously a trio of people we can fight against. We're going to fight against Silent. And here is a separate rule to the game. We cannot use any of the Pokemon we use from the previous gym to the next gym. So we have to alternate using Pokemon, or it'll get pretty bland because I'll just be power leveling 1 or 2 Pokemon. So that's gonna be our thing. We gotta switch it up. So the first gym, I'm gonna just solely use Pignite. Pignite just demolishes through Silent. Silent gets clobbered. There's nothing at all. I mean, Pignite's it's level 8, so it's not gonna be there. I know Ash had a Tepic in the anime, but I put in his the final products of all the Pokemon into my team, so this is what I got. So I have a Pignite. It's level 10, but this is part of his team, so it counts. Anyways, we dismantle Silent pretty quickly with Pignite. However, that is a big flaw for us because coming up is gonna be a bit annoying because we have to alternate Pokemon for each gym, so we can't be stuck using the same Pokemon. That's gonna be annoying. Anyways, we head into Dream Yard. We've obviously finished everything there, and we're gonna have to start training other Pokemon for the next gym because Pignite is absent. Our rival fights are never that too hard. It'll get a bit more difficult down the road, but right now it's not too hard. And finally, training all my Pokemon up, I can finally say that it is annoying to train a Boldore with Rock Blast and Flash Cannon and Rock Smash. Those are the only moves they learned, and it was so annoying to use. But anyways, we head into Nacrene City's gym leader, Lenora. Lenora is obviously a normal type gym leader, and obviously the strongest fighting Pokemon we have on the team cannot be used, so we are stuck using everything else. Ash luckily had a second fighting type, which was Scrafty. We're gonna use Scrafty. He has high jump kick, so it's really useful, but intimidating me gets me scared, so I switch out into my Boldore. Even though it's awful to train, it's fun to use in gym battle once it's leveled up. It actually destroys the Herdier, and I leave it out against the Watchog. The Watchog eventually goes down to the Boldore, and this is the most Boldore will do in the entire challenge. There is one spot of Boldore where it will get highlighted again, but this is the only time it's like the solo provider, and it's like it provides a lot for me here, but never anywhere, never again. From there, we head into the Pinwood Forest, and now we're able to use our Pignite again, so we can use it for the next gym. However, we cannot use Scraggy and Boulder for the next gym, which isn't too bad for us. But next gym will be a bug gym, so Boulder, not being able to use Boulder is pretty bad. But I mean, we have a fire type, so we should be fine. So I mean, we do everything in Castellated City. We do get the XP share, and we do get the amulet coin for potion reasons. I guess I really didn't need money because I don't need to buy the TMs in this game for a run for once, because all my moves are available to me. I actually run out a lot of healing items a lot in this game, but we don't talk about that. Anyways, we head into the bug gym leader of Castellated City, which is Berg. So Berg's gonna start out with Whirlipede. Whirlipede, I have Flamethrower. Yeah, it's nothing there. Anyways, Whirlipede goes down. Dwebble will actually come out next, and I say, since next gym will be an electric gym anyways, I don't think I need to use Oshawott. I mean, realistically, I should have stayed in so I could have another sack for obviously the next gym, but I didn't think that far ahead. So you know what, Oshawott be used here, so I can't use it in the next gym, which is not too bad, I guess. Levani comes out. Levani gets knocked out in one hit by Pignite. Pignite is too strong. Maybe Levani is just too weak, but you know, that's the only appearance of Levani you'll see. It was on Ash's team, so it counts. So you know, there's a cameo. We steamrolled through Bianca easily, and we steamrolled through Sharon as well. Our team is pretty monstrous, not gonna lie, but again, we gotta start training everything else, because I don't know if you know this, but my team, I can't use Pignite. I know I've said this a lot of times, but I can't use the previous Pokemon from the previous gym, and it's kind of annoying. We do have a Palpitoad we've been using a lot in the back. I know you guys haven't been seeing it, but I used it a lot in this run. It's one of my favorite Pokemon because it's pretty consistent. So anyways, we head into the gym fight against Elisa, the Nimbasa gym leader, and the 4th gym leader of UNOVA. We're gonna start off with Boulder. Boulder can take down one of the Amogas, but Amoga, obviously since Boulder is only rock type, it can't do too much against their team because our Pokemon has Volt Switch and they do a lot to Boulder, and Boulder will go down eventually. I sent out my Palpitoad, and Palpitoad actually slowly whittles down to Zebstrika. However, she has like infinite potions and like not really worth it. And then once I do knock it down, there's one last Amoga left, and Ash's team is so weak. It's so weak to electric and flying. The only thing that could take hits is Palpitoad, but the Palpitoad went down. Last thing I have left is on my team that I can use is Scraggy. Scraggy will go down, and obviously my Snivy in the back, part of Ash's team, will also go down. So it's a big worry. So I have to mitigate this by actually taking down the Amoga first, using my Palpitoad and just knocking it down. And you just have to use my Palpitoad to knock down both the Amogas, and then actually high jump kick it with my Scraggy. High jump kick the Zebstrika, and then send out my Boulder to get destroyed by the Zebstrika, but then send out my Palpitoad to finish the job. Luckily, Palpitoad has enough, I don't know, lucky roll to knock out the Zebstrika with a crit. And you know what? We beat Elisa. Without the crit, would I kill it? No way. But luckily we did, and we don't have to worry about that chapter of our journey. Next up, we're gonna head into the iconic Driftville City. Unfortunately, you know what? I'll be nice. I'll play the Driftville music right behind this while we're having a bit of fun here. We're going through the cold storage. We can still use our Pignite. We just can't use, you know, the 3 Pokemon we had before in our last gym fight, which would be Palpitoad, Scraggy, and Boulder. 2 of which would be pretty useful against Clay. I'm not gonna lie. Clay's pretty weak to Scraggy, so you know, I wish I could use it, but unfortunately we cannot. But we still have the next best thing, which is Oshawott and Excadrill, and also a Pignite. So we have all the starters, and we're gonna head into the Clay fight pretty easily. We actually kind of run through the trainers in the gym, so now it's just Clay time. Clay's gonna start with Croc Rock. My Oshawott comes out. Oshawott is pretty stupid. It just like the anime, I believe. Oshawott was the comedic relief character, and you know, it's pretty is a fan favorite. People love it. I think they like him more than Ash's like ace in the anime, which was Pignite. Anyways, Oshawott hits itself so many times. It got super low against a ground type, and I was so upset. It should have just knocked it out. And then the Excadrill comes out. I was afraid. I was in tornado range, but I was afraid possibly maybe I could have like knocked it out. You know, possibly. It does give me a chance. It knocks me out, and I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. But Pignite comes out. It used Home Claws for no reason, and then I Flamethrower it, and it goes down. I'm like, okay, well, the end of Clay. So now we're gonna head into our next rival battle fight with Bianca, and we're gonna destroy Bianca with our Palpitoad. Now going back, we're gonna have to train Palpitoad and Boulder more, because the next gym will require us to use new Pokemon because this rule set. And as we head through the Metropolitan Tower, we gotta use new Pokemon in the actual gym fight. I'm just messing around with my Pignite because Pignite's so strong, and just destroying everything with Pignite. So we head into the Metropolitan Tower, and then we ring the bell. Now we have to run all the way down and all the way around into the gym. Great, because we don't have Unpheasant to learn Fly. It's kind of dumb, but anyways, we're through the gym trainers. We're training Boulder, and it actually pays off. We head into the gym fight with Skyla. Skyla will obviously initialize with Swoobat, and my Boulder comes out. It uses Amnesia, but I'm like, that's cool. That's cool. Rock Blasted. I obviously didn't have any healing items for no reason. Just no reason why I don't have healing items. Anyway, Swanna comes out, and Swanna's gonna be a pain. It's gonna be a pain. So I sent out my Scraggy as to get a safe switch from my Palpitoad, because it started flinching my Palpitoad, and then Scraggy dies. It didn't work. So it has an Aqua Ring up, so my Palpitoad is kind of messed up. So I sent out my Snivy. I'm like, okay, see what Snivy can do. Air Slashes me, does not knock me out. Leaf Storms, Overgrowth Leaf Storm knocks it out. I was like, yes, let's go. Swanna's down. Let's go, easy. And then Palpitoad comes out and finished the job against the Unpheasant. And that is all she wrote. And now Skylar is down. I'm surprised the Grass type is the most useful in the flying gym. Again, it's just like last time when I used the Professor Oak's challenge. The Charmander beats the Water gym. It's crazy for me. Anyways, we head into the base of Twist Mountain, and we destroy Sharon. That's up the Servine. Servine gets out of hand, and it gets pretty annoying. It Leech Seeds me. I don't do enough with my fire move with my Pignite because it's raining. It's May now, so it's not doing too much. But eventually we knock it out with Pignite, because fire still beats grass most of the time. And then from there we head into Icarus City after we get through Twist Mountain, and our Pignite's pretty strong here. It's just destroying everything. And it is Pignite's time to shine. I was contemplating, should I use Pignite for this, because if I use Pignite for this fight, I can't use Pignite for the next, which the next is gonna be way harder. It's gonna be a Dragon gym leader, and I'm not really down for that. So anyways, we head into Bryson. We gotta stick with Pignite, and I use Flame Charge as much as I can, boost up my speed, and now I just one-shot everything in the game. And that's done with Icarus City Bryson fight. This town is very, very beautiful. It looks great in the spring. I've never noticed it. It looks amazing in the spring because it's raining. It fits it way more than the snow, and I've been dealing with the snow for so long. So after that, we head into Dragon's Power Tower, and we're just climbing through it. We're beating all the Team Plasma Grunts with our Pignite again. You can see the more utilized Pokemon in this game, the favorite of the game. We clear through the tower, and we clear through the desert. After that, we obviously see Reshiram. We go back all the way, get our stone, head into Opelucid City, and now it's time for the Dragon Gym. Here, I mean, luckily there is a Pokemon we can use on our team that has a really strong move. It's just like nothing is good against Dragon types, and Ash is not that great with Dragon types. And the Pokemon I'm trying to use the most is Palpitoad and Scraggy, and it's kind of pitiful to see because none of them can really do too much. Scraggy can do a lot, but it's High Jump Kick, and you're gonna rely on High Jump to carry you. Ooh, and then Palpitoad can't do a lot, but it has pretty good defense and all. So we're gonna have to try and. Luckily, Scraggy's High Jump Kick does a lot of damage, and it's easy to train up, or it'll be so annoying to fight. Anyways, we head into Iris fight, and Iris turns out to be a bit easier than we expected. We were worried for nothing. That's what I'll say this. So we're gonna start the battle off with our Palpitoad. She's gonna start with Fracture. The Fracture is always using Dragon Dance. I don't remember the last time it doesn't use Dragon Dance. So I use Mud Shot twice, knock it out. Next up will be here Druddigon. Druddigon, obviously a bit more tankier, so it takes the Mud Shot way better, and it takes 3, and it does knock me out at one point. And then we sent out Scraggy. I sent out Scraggy because I was not down to deal with High Jump Kick, so I used Leer. I used Leer multiple times. Luckily, Scraggy is pretty defensive, so I used Leer multiple times, and then I knock it out with a Headbutt. Again, I mean, it's improvise improvise at the last minute. Haxorus comes out and I'm like, oh, this is not gonna be fun. If I miss one, I'm pretty much dead. So I use high jump kick right off the bat, and then she used a hyper potion. I'm like, okay, well, what can I really do? I mean, high jump kick again, same amount of damage. I'm like, this is not going well. Hyper potion again. I'm like, oh, she wants me to miss. Then I use headbutt, and then for some reason I outspeed her and high jump kicked her, and I win. I was like, how? When did this happen? When did Scraggy just become so much faster? But it worked. I mean, it ended up working, so no complaints here. Anyways, we head through the route, through the next route right before Victory Road. We head against Sharon. Sharon will obviously include a pretty weak team, 4 Pokemon. Again, it's not hardest to go against, so I use Boulder. Boulder is Unpheasant. I mean, I'm gonna let you guess how it went. As you can see, it's getting hit by rocks. I kind of like its design now. Look at its feet. It's kind of cool. The feet on Pheasant is kind of cool. I don't have a foot fetish. But the feet on Pheasant, very cool, very exquisite. It goes down. Superior comes out, and I'm like, yo, I've seen this in the anime. Superior versus Snivy. I've seen this so many times in the anime. Let's try it out. I forgot that Ash's moveset is very awful. Attract, great move. Leaf Blade, Leaf Storm, Vine Whip. What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to beat anything with that? And I tried for a few turns, and then I'm like, I just give up on this. It's gonna take forever, and I'm just gonna lose at the end if it starts coiling up. I sent out my Pignite, and Pignite 2-shots it. It just kept coiling on me. If you slam at one point, it might have just killed me, and I was worried about that. And luckily, it didn't. So we don't have to worry about that. Simipour comes out. Snivy makes her introduction again. Yes, Snivy's on the team. Used Leaf Storm. It kills the Simipour, and then it's disappeared into his next appearance on the video. Lifer comes out. Lifer will get taken down by the Pignite, and then we're heading into the Leaf 4. It's time to go through Victory Road and heading to Leaf 4. The first chamber we'll go through is Chantal, of course. We go through left or right always. Ghost type Elite 4 member, not too difficult. I try to get the Pignite to knock out the Cofagrigus. Doesn't really work out to my favor, because I'm trying to lower my HP down to Blaze, but it just wasn't enough, and it just knocks me super close to death. And I'm like, well, I mean, if I use Flame Charge now, there's gonna be no point. I have more speed, but the purpose of this was to get Blaze. Not to get blazed. Oh no, I can't say that. It is a kid's video. No, to get into blaze mode. But now, whatever. I'm just gonna give up. I'm just gonna give up on that strategy. Let's send out Oshawott. Oshawott will get earthquaked by the Golurk and die. That's not what I expected would happen. So, Palpitoad, please finish this off. Palpitoad does. Hydro pumps the Golurk right in the crotch, and it goes down. Snivy comes out against the Jellicent. Jellicent will eat Leaf Storm pretty well, but luckily it puts me in not overgrowth form, but Leaf Blade will knock it out. So it's pretty strategic. I mean, I have Miracle Seed on it. It Leaf Stones and then Leaf Blade, physical and special moves. It's pretty useful. I mean, I'm kind of smart. I mean, Ash is pretty smart to have that, but I'm pretty smart to use that. Palpitoad would also knock out Chandelure, and that is done with Chantal. It was pretty easy. Next up, Grimsley. We're heading into the Grimsley chamber. Scrafty versus Scraggy. Scrafty does hit me pretty hard, but Scraggy will actually end up beating it. And luck of the draw, Scraggy's just too powerful. Pignite comes out. Pignite beats the Liepard. And next up will be Crocodile. So Oshawott comes in, try to take the reins, lives, barely puts it into our range, and then knocks out the Crocodile. So, thank goodness for that. Bisharp comes out. Bisharp versus my Pignite. Not gonna end well. Gets one-shotted by my Pignite. And next up is Caitlyn. We head into Caitlyn's chamber, and Caitlyn was the hardest one. Easily the hardest one. It actually took a bit. My Oshawott has to go down, which it's unfortunate, but I put it in a good range to where my Scrafty can actually knock it out. I use Headbutt, and it flinches perfectly. All calculated. High jump kicks knock it out, and that's boom. Easy money. Easy cap. Sigilyph comes out. Sigilyph will be knocked out. I mean, Marshana comes out, but Scraggy is actually a perfect counter to this somehow. Somehow Scraggy perfectly counters Marshana, and then out comes the Gothitelle, and Gothitelle kind of puts in work. I'm not gonna lie, Gothitelle puts in a lot of work, but eventually we actually knock it out. We get it low enough with our Scraggy. We were gonna attempt to hydrogen kick it, but it just killed us. The only Pokemon we have not used is our Boldor, and we're going to use our Boldor. Boldor comes out, lives in attack because that's sturdy. That's the only reason it lives. And then Rock Blast is down, and then we get the kill. And we beat Gothito, and the hardest boss is gone because I had nothing left. None of my Pokemon were alive. Now we head into Marshall's chamber, and Marshall, obviously the fighting Elite Four member of UNOVA, has some unique Pokemon. Throw versus my Oshawott. Oshawott actually gets the better of it and then beats Throw. Sawk comes out. My Pignite gets the better of that and gets a speed boost. So we knock down the Conqueror. We knock down the Conqueror. It puts me in Blaze range, and we knock out the Conqueror. And then Mienshao goes down in one shot too. So we beat Marshall because it really set me off. The Sawk really set me off. And then we head into End's Castle like always. We head into the fight with Zekrom. We're gonna obviously catch Zekrom, but obviously Ash didn't get to use Zekrom, so we don't get to use Zekrom. And we're gonna catch Zekrom, not put it on our team, and then fight against End. So End's team's kind of strong. We start off with Oshawott. Oshawott's gonna be the lead for both the battles, both the final quote-unquote battles. So Reshiram gets a big chunk of it get knocked off. I was hoping to get into torrent range, but it does not let me go there. Scraggy actually cleans up and knocks it out with a high jump kick. Clinking comes out. I know this is a Zoroark, so I'll send out my Pignite to knock it out. Luckily, it doesn't do any damage to me with Focus Blast. It misses. And then Caracosta, it doesn't actually get beaten by my Snivy. Snivy actually loses to the Caracosta, but Pignite finishes off with a Flame Charge, and I'm faster than everything. Knocks out the Kling. Unfortunate Archeops knocks me out, and then luckily Palpitoad lives on 2 HP to knock out the Archeops. And then finally, the last thing on his team will be his Vinlux. Scraggy will finish that off, and we beat N. Next up is the harder fight, is Ghetsis. So Ghetsis can stall me out with the Cofagrigus, but we get it low enough to where my Pignite can knock it out. Unfortunately, the Bouffalon on the other side, it does a lot to me. It does not put me in Blaze form. It puts me in just an awkward form where I can't take an attack, but I'm also not low enough to use Blaze. We are lucky enough to knock it down low enough to where it's trapped in, so I could get a Flame Charge off and also Brick Break and knock it out. It sends out a Seismic Toe next. Luckily, Snivy can knock it out. I don't know why I used Leaf Storm. It could have missed and I could have lost right there, but luckily it didn't. And then Hydreigon will come out next. Luckily, Scraggy just lives, barely lives on 10 HP and knocks out the Hydreigon. And that should be it. That should be game. Electros comes out, but it doesn't really matter. We knock it out with my Palpitoad, and the Bisharp comes out, and we knock it out with my Pignite. And that is it for the game. And that is it for the main game. Now we're going to head into the final battle against Cynthia. So we head into the battle with Cynthia. Palpitoad is an Electros counter, apparently. It's pretty high level because, I was pretty scared of the Garchomp. Milotic comes out. I put in my Palpitoad, use a Mud Shot to make it slower than me, and then switch into my Oshawott. Gives up my Oshawott for free, essentially, and then finish it off with my Snivy that will knock it out. Leaf Storm and a Leaf Blade will knock it out, and then Braviary comes out. Boulder gets to do something. It knocks out the Braviary, and everyone's contributing. This is so great. And Lucario comes out. I set up my Pignite. I'm going to Flame Charge it, and also I'm going to hit it with a Flamethrower next, and then knock it out. Garchomp outspeeds me because I'm level 90, but I outspeed it. I was going to try to use a burn, try to get a burn off it, but it just knocks me out. Even with an Eviolite boost, it still knocks me out, and oof, that's a very powerful Garchomp. But I should be able to clear it out. I have 4 Pokemon left. His Palpitoad can come up. It's getting Mud Shotted twice, get its speed lower enough, and then it'll be obviously better for my team. So Palpitoad outspeeds it with the Mud Shots. I should have just used Hydro Pump, thinking about it, because Scraggy comes out and then it's still slower than the Garchomp. So I mean, I guess the Mud Shot didn't really matter. I lived the Earthquake, not really comfortably, but we live it and then High Jump kick it, and that's the end of Cynthia. So I want to say thank you for watching all the way to the end. Hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like, comment down some challenge ideas or some other regions you want me to do Ash's team challenge, because it's pretty fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. Anyways, thank you for watching. My name's Alpha, and hope you guys all had a great day. Peace out.